afternoon, everyone. Thank you all so much for being here with us for the opening ceremony of the 174th Coshocton County Fair. My name is Kennedy Hart. I am a Coshocton County resident and an ex-4-H'er, and I'm going to be your MC for this evening. We are going to start off with our national anthem. It is going to be sang by a 7th grade Riverview student. Her name is Addison Henry. She is the daughter of Terry and Todd Martin, and I'm sure she has just a beautiful voice, so we'll go ahead and let her get to singing. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we once were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets ran wild, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Wonderful. Thank you so much, Addison. What a beautiful voice. Next, we are going to have the Pledge of Allegiance led by Junior Fair Board President, Miss Brady Slaughter. Brady?
I pledge allegiance to
To
the
the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands. Thank you so much, Brady. And if Pastor Neil Darian is here, we're going to have him do our invocation.
Thank you. Let's pray. Father, thank you so much for the Coshocton County Fair. Thank you that we get to be Americans. Thank you for the great work these 4-H youth have done. We're so proud of them. Lord, our country needs a lot of prayer. We just implore you to have mercy upon us. And thank you so much for the gift of eternal life that you provided by sending your son to die for all of our sins. I pray you'll bless this amazing fair, all these great kids, and these wonderful supportive family, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, and businesses that are supporting these great kids. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you so much, Pastor. We have some honored guests with us here today, so we are going to go ahead and introduce them. If you guys could just give a quick wave when I say your name. We'll start with our City of Coshocton Mayor, Mark Mills. Wonderful. We have our county commissioners. We have Mr. Bob Bigrig, Mr. Dane Shryock, and Mr. Gary Fisher. And we have several visiting royalty members today. We have LaVon Robinson, Bakersville Senior Queen. Jordan Miser, Bakersville King. Atreya Stringer, Bakersville Little Tractor Prince. We have Kylie Gallwitz, she's the Bakersville Mini Princess Attendant. Kenzie Roach, Bakersville Princess Attendant. Lily Edwards, West Lafayette Homecoming Festival Junior Queen. Aria Smith, West Lafayette Homecoming Mini Attendant. And we have Aubrey Reuter from Medina County. She is their Fair Queen. Excellent. Now we are going to have Mr. Ron Seitz come forward. He is the current Senior Fair Board president, and he is going to provide some opening and welcoming remarks.
First of all, welcome to the 174th Coshocton County Fair. Beautiful weather again. Thank you to our local representatives. They always do well for us. Here we go. Wow, 13 of you. It's a big show. This is, don't get nervous. Nothing to be nervous about, right? No questions in front of a big crowd. Everything's good. Everything's good. So, without the many volunteers and local companies that we work with throughout the year, we wouldn't be able to do half the things that go on here at the Coshocton County Fair. We have kind of a running joke that says, we put a little dust out the week before the fair, and if we get the rain right, the fair pops up and it's here. Well, it doesn't happen that way. We have hundreds of volunteers, from 4-H advisors to parents that just kick in, and local businesses. If you've been around yet here, you've seen some of the projects that we've worked on this year or seen in the newspapers, but just to talk about a few of those. We renovated our Rotary Pavilion up front. That's a heated and cooled building now for the emergency service folks to work out of, and I know they're loving the air conditioning today for sure. And that work was all done by Hathaway's and Philip A. Wagner, and I've got some other folks who kicked in some things there too, and we're going to talk about them a little later. We also redone our 4-H youth building that has all new stalls in it and protective chains. We painted 4 barns here on the grounds this year. 2 of our racehorse barns, the 4-H horse barn and the 4-H beef barn. We also painted our caretaker shop and the 8th Street restrooms. If you haven't been to probably one of the highlights of this fairgrounds, go to the llama barn and see what those folks did this year. It's nothing short of a palace at this point compared to what it was 3 months ago. Inside our 4-H goat barn, we have 55 new pens for them, and we have 30 new pens in the sheep barn as well. New tack racks, electrical upgrades, concrete areas. Really did a lot of work in there, and that's a lot of money that those folks raised on their own. Inside the 4-H horse barn, that horse committee, they paid for all new lighting inside that building. Out at the truck and tractor pull, which pretty confident that's going to happen tonight, and we didn't have any of that last year. They have a brand new 60-foot concrete pad out there for weighing in and measuring those units. All new fences around the horse track. The interior was completely renovated. And front of the grandstand, new fencing down through there to replace fencing that I know has been there for 40 or 50 years at this point. New gravel on the horse track. You're going to want to get to some grandstand events because there's a t-shirt cannon. They're going to be shooting all kinds of things up in there. They've gotten so many things to give away this year. It's crazy for that. And if you haven't been on Facebook or on our website, or you live in a cave or Russia, there's wiener dog racing on Monday night. That thing has averaged 40 to 50,000 hits a month itself on all our social media outlets. So please attend. A lot of free things given away that night as well. But on behalf of the Coshocton County Agricultural Society and the many organizations that we represent, including 4-H and FFA and the Scouts, Grange, and Junior Grange, we want to thank the Ohio Department of Development, Hathaway's, Coshocton Materials, Kimball Companies, National Lime and Stone, Coshocton Mayor Mark Mills and his staff, Ag Pro of Zanesville, Coshocton American Legion, IRC Rental, Coshocton Elks, Lap Farms, the Ohio Department of Agriculture, Philip A. Wagner Companies, the Coshocton Board of MRDD, Shelley Materials, William Albert Excavating, Hahn Oil Company, the Coshocton Loan Savings Bank, Genesis Healthcare, and Holmes Rental. These groups were all super huge supporters of the fairgrounds, this year in many different ways. The board of MRDD, if you go in, we have 2 adult changing stations now, one in the center of the grounds, one in that new Rotary Pavilion building. And those are very expensive units, and they're very nice, and treats a segment of our population we weren't able to take care of before. And those are all really big projects. We have a huge announcement we wanted to make this evening, that on behalf of the Ag Society, the Board of Commissioners, and our city mayor, hopefully for the 26th fair, we're going to have a roundabout in front of the 7th Street exit. They tell me it's super safe. And our flow is going to be crazy, but not really. But seriously, I want to give these kids a round of applause. Our local politicians that help us every day, and all of you sitting out here that help put this fair on every year. So we're going to, I'm going to leave you alone. We're going to get right to it. So, Kennedy.
Thank you, Ron. Okay, so I think we are ready to go on to our FFA welcome. We have Mr. Nathan Adams and Ms. Tennessee Ellis, if they are ready to roll. There they are.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Tennessee, and as president of the Ridgewood FFA, it is my distinct honor to welcome you all to the Coshocton County Fair. On behalf of the 187 members of the Ridgewood FFA, we are thrilled to share this special moment with you. Our chapter is deeply committed to agricultural education, offering a wide range of classes including agricultural, food and natural resources, livestock science, greenhouse management, mechanical principles, and animal anatomy. We're excited to showcase the hard work and dedication of our students here at the fair. Thank you all for joining us, and we hope you enjoy all that the Coshocton County Fair has to offer.
Good evening. My name is Nathan Adams, and I am currently serving as president of the Riverview FFA chapter. On behalf of the FFA, I would like to welcome you all to the 2025 Coshocton County Fair. This year, over 260 FFA members in Coshocton County have been working very hard, whether through classroom learning, community service, or their fair projects. We are proud to showcase this hard work this week at the fair, and we thank you for supporting our members in the future of agriculture. Hope you all enjoy the fair.
All right. We have the Junior Fair Board President's welcome. She's ready to roll here. Miss Brady Slaughter once again.
Good evening and welcome to the Coshocton County Fair. On behalf of the Junior Fair Board, I would like to welcome you all. I know Ron just thanked everyone behind the scenes, but someone he missed was himself and our Senior Fair Board. I would also like to thank our volunteers and our extension office workers that work all year long to make this fair happen. I would also like to thank Stacy Seitz and Ron and Scott Haynes for all of their help with the Junior Fair Board all year long. Thank you.
Thank you, Brady. We now have just a couple of local awards before we get things kicked off for the King and Queen contest. But in the meantime, while we wait for those, we'll go ahead and I have a question for you guys. Who here has a favorite fair food and why is it French fries? Anyone? French fries or is it just me? No? Okay. Well, it looks like we're going to be having our 4-H Ambassador Award. We're going to have a Community Champion Award and a couple of others here. If we are ready for that.
Thank you very much. My name is Rick Williams, and I'm one of the directors here at the Coshocton County Fair, and I'm joined up here with John Ianello from the Ianello Agencies. This is about 8 years that we've been doing this Community Service Award, and John approached me several years ago and said, hey, why don't we do this, and he's been a partner with us on this, and we would like to sit up here and give an award to everybody that makes this fair possible. But that would take all night, and that's kind of hard to do. So we limit it down to an individual every year. This year we've changed it up a little bit. So today we're gathering here not just for an award, but to shine a well-deserved spotlight on two extraordinary individuals. This year's community service recipients are Joe and Gwen Wells. So would you please come down here? So as they're coming down here, I'll tell a little story. To go along with why Joe deserves this, we had to get him here because he's volunteering his time at Riverview tonight for the football game. So how could we get him here? We had to have Gwen help out, and she had no clue that she was part of this. So we will probably hear about this afterwards. So, and I'm going to take, while they're coming down here, I know some families traveling. Would the rest of the family please come down here, please, too? Joe and Gwen's family, come in. Mike and Jackie are being summoned up here too. JD's over there. We can just bring everybody up here. So I wanted to make sure that everybody come down here because they made a long trip from Tennessee to be here tonight, correct? So they normally make it to the fair, but there's some other things that go along with it tonight, but we want everybody to come down here. So as they're coming down here, I want to finish reading this a little bit, but Joe and Gwen Wells have been making a quiet, consistent, and extraordinary difference for over 4 decades for the Coshocton County Fair. And this is a big group of people, wow, okay. They don't seek recognition. In fact, long before the fair begins, well before the first funnel cake is fried or the first ribbon is awarded, you'll find them like clockwork with their tools in hand and the trailer in tow, quietly repairing, assembling, and preparing. Simply put, they see what needs to be done, and without hesitation, they get it done while everybody else benefits. Joe has been a barn guard for over 40 years. It says here that's not only dedication, but that's legendary. From early morning hog weigh-ins, helping orchestrate show day lineups, to the late night layouts of livestock, Joe is always calm, and he's always a steady hand, and Gwen, to show how they support the whole fair, meanwhile is creative, of course, in the art hall, crafting quilts, baking pies, cookies, as well as other things that you do in the baking, and you do a lot of things up there. So I'm not going to mention them all. Both Joe and Gwen work tirelessly behind the scenes in the Riverview food booth, gathering potatoes for their legendary fries and using their trailer to keep the pot chilled and ready for the crowds. In the past decade, they've become essential to the poultry barn, building bases, setting up cages, constructing pens, painting the barn, and embracing every phase of the most rapidly growing area of the fair. And when the fair week ends, that doesn't stop for these two. Gwen takes home every poultry cut, to wash and prepare for next year, while Joe returns to vacuum out the pen, leaving the barn spotless and ready for the next season. Joe and Gwen Wells are the kind of volunteers who make the fair happen. Not with fanfare, but with faithfulness. Not with speeches, but with service. Not with recognition, but with relentless dedication. Please join me in a standing ovation for Joe and Gwen Wells, true champions for the community spirit and the heart of the Coshocton County Fair.
So we have an award for them, and also we hear that they enjoy their time up in Amish country, so we also got them a 2-night stay at Donna's Premier Lodging. So we're happy to present this award to you on behalf of our agency and on behalf of the community. And good luck at the football game. We know you got to get going here.
So another thing that we wanted to make sure that we did is that we brought the whole family up here, but Joe's son, Robbie, who's been deployed, has made it here. That was a surprise for him tonight. So the family made it possible to make sure that they were all here tonight for this. So we thank you for your service, and let's give him a round of applause. All right, we'll get pictures over here. I'll just stand here and hold this. How's everybody doing? Oh, there you are.
I was lurking. All right, we do have one more wonderful young person to hear from before we get started. Sorry, guys. We have Shiloh Kinzel here to provide the Junior Grange Ball.
Hello, I'm Shiloh Kinzel. I'm a member of the Tiverton Junior Grange. I would just like to welcome everyone to the Coshocton County Fair. I would also like to welcome everyone to go down to the agricultural building and check out all the great displays. Thank you.
Thanks, Shiloh. All right, we are going to go ahead and introduce our royalty contestants. And guys, whenever I say your name, please just go ahead and stand up and remain standing. We'll start with the queens. We have Haley Balo, Claire Vince, Zoe Hardesty, Addison Lammers, Brady Slaughter, Dakota Wesney, and Briley Wine. The King Royalty Court includes Nathan Adams, Benjamin Dumpy, Leighton Massey, Bodie Richard, Kyle Roach, and Wade Thompson. Thank you. You guys can go ahead and have a seat. We are going to call y'all each up one by one, and you will have 1 minute to introduce yourself and give us a little bit of a history with the 4-H, FFA, the Scouts, and the Grange. But before we get onto that, we'll go ahead and introduce our judges for this evening. First up, we have Dave McCleary. Dave is originally from Uricksville, but is now a Dover resident, has been a meat cutter for 41 years, and currently works at Sugar Valley Meats in Sugar Creek. He's dedicated over 45 years to the Tuscarawas County 4-H program, serving on multiple committees, including market livestock, 4-H, and sales, and contributing to numerous fairground improvement projects. He is married to Marissa McCleary, with whom he shares 4 children and 7 grandchildren. In his free time, he enjoys traveling and spending time with his grandchildren. Our next judge is Heather Schultz. Heather is a motorsports, communications, and marketing consultant and holds a Bachelor of Science in Journalism from Ohio University. As the CEO of High Gear Success, she helps motorsports companies, event organizers, and racers get noticed, improve operations, and increase revenue. A lifelong motorcyclist, Heather enjoys teaching others how to ride safely and responsibly. She was a 10-year 4-H member in Fairfield County and was selected as the 2009 Fairfield County Junior Fair Queen. She then went on to serve as the 2010 Ohio Fairs Queen, visiting 88 fairs during her reign. She has continued to support the 4-H program in various ways as an alumna. Heather and her husband reside in Licking County along with their 2 golden retrievers. Thank you for being here tonight, Heather. Leah Schuhart is a 2023 graduate of Tri-Valley High School. She served as the 2024 Ohio Fairs Queen after earning the title of Muskingum County Fair Queen in 2023. Leah was a 4-H member in Muskingum County for 9 years, where she was a member of the Junior Fair Board and Junior Leaders, as well as a camp counselor. Leah was also a 4-year member of the Tri-Valley FFA chapter. Currently, Leah is 20 years old and is a student at the University of Akron School of Law. She lives on her family's farm in Nashport. Thank you, Leah. And also very certainly important, we have our scorekeeper, the lovely Miss Casey Newell, of whom I'm a huge fan. She is a proud Coshocton native, growing up just around the corner from the fairgrounds. The fair has always been a special part of her life since childhood. Casey has worked in the local banking industry for 17 years, and for the past 6 months, she has had the privilege of serving customers at the Baltic State Bank. Casey is especially excited to help open our new branch in the West Lafayette Village in the coming weeks. Although 4-H wasn't a part of her childhood, she enjoys being actively involved in supporting local youth programs. Casey currently serves as treasurer for the Coshocton County Youth Financial Support Committee, 4-H Reverse Raffle, and recently joined the Coshocton County Junior Fair Auction Committee. Music is also an important part of her life. Casey has been a member of the Coshocton Community Choir for 17 years, serving as co-librarian for the past 5 years. She also has participated in Leadership Coshocton County Youth Leadership, and served on the Executive Directors Board for Leadership of Coshocton County. Outside of work, Casey enjoys spending time with her 2 dogs, Max and Emma, and traveling with her mom, especially to the beach in Florida. Casey looks forward to continuing to support and invest in the youth of Coshocton County. Thank you for being here tonight, Casey. Okay guys, the moment has come. We will start out with our introductions, and then I'll have a quick question for you here. So we will start out with Ms. Haley Balo.
Good evening, and thank you all for being here. My name is Haley Balo, and I am the daughter of Troy and Trisha Balo. I have been a part of Ridge Runners 4-H Club for 9 years, where I have taken projects such as beef, poultry, and special interests. I was the president of my 4-H club for 4 years, secretary for 1 year, and vice president for 1 year. I am currently a senior at Riverview High School as well as Zane State College. I am in student council for 3 years, and I have served as the news reporter for 2 of them. I am in National Honor Society for 2 years, where I currently serve as the vice president. I'm also in Spanish National Honor Society for 2 years, Letterman's Club for 2 years, and I am also a part of TLC for 2 years. And after I graduate from high school, I will be going to Ashland University to continue my athletic and academic career. And then in the community, I am a part of Fellowship of Christian Athletes. I've been a student leader for 5 years now, and I was also a part of the graduating class of 2025 for Coshocton County Youth Leadership, which also stands for CCYL. Thank you.
Thank you, Haley. And who has impacted you the most and why?
The person that has impacted me the most would be my aunt, Kim Davis. She was diagnosed with ovarian cancer, stage 4, and during this difficult time, instead of letting cancer take over her body, she fought through it and actually is now cancer-free. And during that whole time, she showed myself and my entire family, as well as her kids, that it doesn't matter what the situation is, there's always a positive, and there's always something to keep fighting for. And I think that's really stuck with me. And to this day, she continues to live her life to the fullest. And she's a bright light in every room. She always has a smile on her face and brings laughter into the room. And one day I hope I am just like her.
Thank you so much, Haley. Next up is Claire Benz. Claire?
Good evening. My name is Claire Benz, and I am the daughter of Brian and Stacia Benz. I am currently attending Kent State Tuscaroras as a CCP student. I am also part of Blue Ridge 4-H Club, which I am now serving as president. I've been in 4-H for 10 years, and in Ridgewood FFA, I've been in for 4 years. 2 years, which I was vice president. I've also got my state degree in FFA. I've also been in Newcomerstown Saddle Club for 5 years, Coshocton County Junior Fair Board for 3 years, and I'm currently serving as treasurer. I've helped out with Ag Olympics for 2 years, and I have been a lifelong member at Orange Community Church. I'm also a member of Junior Leaders.
Thank you, Claire. And who has impacted you the most and why?
I'm going to have to say my father. He is a lineman at AEP, and he has encouraged me to go after the degree of an electrical engineer, which I'm hoping to get 1 year after I graduate high school.
Claire Benz. We're going to have Zoe Hardesty up next.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Zoe Hardesty, and I am a senior at Riverview High School. I have been in Girl Scouts for 13 to 14 years before my group sadly disbanded last year because of just problems. And I am the Riverview Marching Band's senior vice president, and I have been in marching band for 4 years. I've been in our after-school choir called Certified Gold for 4 years. I have also been the queen of Cy Young Days, and we did a bunch of community service. I read to children during Christmas time. I made birthday bags, which involved like cake batter, type of things to make cake, and a bunch of presents for people and children that don't have the opportunity to have money and spend it. And that's all I remember.
Wonderful. And Miss Zoe, who has impacted you the most and why?
The person that has impacted me the most has to be my grandma Marcia. She has helped me so much. About coming on 4 to 5 years ago, my dad passed away. And she has been the biggest support that I've had support.
Next up is Addison Lammers.
Hi, my name is Addison Lammers, and I'm a senior at Ridgewood High School. I do a lot of things in my free time. I'm a part of National Honor Society, Teen Institute, Student Council. I graduated from the class of 2025 from Coshocton County Youth Leadership Club. I did 4-H for 12 years. I've been president, vice president, secretary, recreation officer. I've been a part of Ridgewood FFA chapter for 2 years. I took some woodworking projects. I take dairy heifers through 4-H. I am the daughter of Josh and Jody Lammers. After high school, I plan to go to college to major in psychology to hopefully get a PhD to become a psychiatrist to help kids going through the rehab process of getting through a sports injury. Thank you.
Thank you, Addison. And as I get my paper here, who has impacted you the most and why?
Who has impacted me the most is definitely my mom. She's done everything for me in my entire life. She helps me through everything, through sports, through homework, through feeding me dinner at night. She helps me emotionally, physically, guiding me through life, and just being there whenever I need her.
Moms are the best. Next up, we have Miss Brady Slaughter.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Brady Slaughter. I am the proud daughter of Jaden Rusty Dreher. I am the president of the Junior Fair Board. I am the 4-H Farm Bureau ambassador. I am a part of Junior Leaders. I am extremely involved in the Junior Fair Board, whether it's helping in the office, everywhere. You'll see me everywhere this week. I am homeschooled, so some of you probably don't recognize me from that. After I graduate high school, I plan to continue my photography. I have my own business, and I am the assistant of Jenna Regula. I'm really happy you guys are all here. Thank you.
Thanks, Brady. And who has impacted you the most and why?
Of course, my mother. She's taught me how to lead with grace, confidence, and always take in people's opinion, always take them into consideration. But if I had to go outside of that, I would have to say my best friend. From late night calls to ice cream runs, she's always been there for me no matter what, and I really appreciate that. And for that, those people have impacted me a lot.
Thanks, Brady. Next, we have Dakota Wesney.
Hi everyone, my name's Dakota Wesney. Some of you know me as Coda, Pie, Sunshine, Cooter Bear, Cooter and Pooter. I'm the proud daughter of Johnny and Michael Wesney and sister to Gage and Bryce Wesney, the best sister you could say. I'm involved in many amazing clubs and groups. I am the secretary for Riverview FFA. I'm also the secretary for Mohawk Valley 4-H Club. I'm in Junior Leaders, Junior Fair Board. I'm in Tiverton Grange. I am one of the Wahonding Valley Farmers Senior Trustees. And I am very happy to be a part of all these groups. It brings me so much joy, and I love giving back to the community. Thank you for listening.
Great. And Dakota, who has impacted you the most and why?
I would say my mom's impacted me. As some of you may or may not know, she went through several back surgeries within 6 months. It would have been around this time last year. She was not able to be here at the fair last year. It was really a lot of a struggle for my whole family. I'm sorry, I'm crying. I would say she's impacted me. She was so strong through all of it. And she's just shown me to fight for what you want. And to stay strong. And she's the one that's impacted me.
Thank you, Dakota. And last up for the Queen contestants is Briley Wine.
Hi everyone, I am Briley Wine. Here at Riverview this year, where I'm highly involved in a lot of things. I am the current cheer captain for football season. I have been in FFA for 4 years, where last year I was reporter, and this year I am vice president. Through FFA, I've done a lot, whether it's woodworking or showing a lamb this year at the fair. I've done a lot with community service, where I've gathered over 200 hours with community service, and through that I've done senior projects, which I've done making benches out of the old bleacher wood that I've given to a retired teacher. And for my senior project this year, I follow around our athletic trainer and help her in any way I can, and I'm also working to fix up the one-room schoolhouse. After high school, I plan to go to college to get my nursing degree and go into trauma care, and also get my drone pilot license and fly over crop fields.
Those are some great ambitions to have. And Briley, who has impacted you the most and why?
The person who has impacted me the most has to be my grandpa, whether it's staying late nights in the ag shop working on whatever it is that comes up, whether it's making a bench, working on other people's projects who haven't quite gotten there, and everything else that has come along. He's taught me how to be a better person and pushed me to do everything that I think I can, whether I think I can or not. He's pushed me farther than I knew I could go. Thank you.
Thank you, Briley. Moving on to our King contestants. First up is Nathan Adams.
Hello again, everyone. My name is Nathan Adams, and I'm a senior at Riverview High School. I'm the son of Ryan Adams and Emily and David Marison. Like I said before, I'm the president of the Riverview FFA chapter, and I've been a member of FFA for 4 years. I'm also a member of the Mohawk Valley 4-H Club, and I've been a 4-H member for 12 years. Through 4-H, I've been a camp counselor, and I've also been a member of Junior Fair Board. I'm involved in a lot at the high school. I run cross country and track, and I'm a member of Student Council, National Honor Society, and I was a member of Teen Leadership Corps, and I've done a lot of community service projects through those organizations. After high school, I plan to attend The Ohio State University next fall to study engineering.
And Nathan, who would you say has impacted you the most and why?
The person who has impacted me the most would definitely have to be my grandpa, Bob Buxton. Since I was a little kid, I can remember just going to his house and at the farm and just helping out with whatever random job he had for me to do that day. And yeah, it definitely taught me a lot about hard work and just putting in the hours. Growing up, it also seemed like he knew pretty much everybody, so I was able to just connect with a lot of people and meet some new people through him. And he always pushed me just to get involved in the community, and there's just a lot of opportunities at school through FFA and 4-H that you just have to take advantage of. Thank you.
Thank you, Nathan. Next up is Benjamin Dunphy.
Good evening. My name is Ben Dunphy. I am a student at the Coshocton County Career Center. I am the oldest son of Kyle and Lisa Dunphy. I've been homeschooled. I'm on the junior fair board. I did junior leaders for a few years, and that's it, I think. So, oh, and I also played basketball for my dad as well, Warsaw Warriors, and that's it. So, thank you.
Thank you, Ben. I, for one, cannot play basketball at all, so good on you. And who would you say has impacted you the most and why?
It had to be my mom. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't be here. So, yeah, she made me do this. Thank you, Mom. I love you. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Good job, Ben. Thank you.
Next up is Leighton Massey.
Hi, I'm Leighton Massey. First off, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out to the 174th Coshocton County Fair. And I wanted to say it's a huge honor to be out here with some of my good buddies that I've grown up with, and then to be in the same spot that my brother, my mom, and my aunt have all been at one point in their lives, whether it was recently or more than a few years ago. I'm a senior at Riverview High School, where I play basketball, baseball, and soccer. I am in National Honor Society, Teen Leadership Corps, Student Council, and the Muskingum Valley Leadership. I've been a Magic Maker. I've been in the Magic Makers 4-H Club for 12 years, where I've done cooking, welding, tractors, chemistry, and market hogs. So I've been all over the place with them. I attend Fresno Bible Church, and then I also work on my family farm, Lap Farms, so trying to go back there with my future. In the future, I'm going to go to college, play college soccer, hopefully, and then study agronomy and ag business. That's all.
Thanks, Leighton. And who would you say has impacted you the most and why?
I'd say the person that has impacted me the most would be my aunt, Stephanie Snyder. She is somebody that's been through some tough times in her life, and she always has a positive outlook through them. And she's always willing to help somebody else, and I feel like that's somebody I want to be. And then she's also somebody that's very involved in 4-H. You might have seen her in anything with 4-H or somewhere around the fair. She's always busy doing something. And she also implemented Teen Leadership Corps at the high school, which has given me so many great opportunities, and so I'm very thankful for that. That organization and everything it's brought to me. Thank you.
Thank you, Leighton. Next up is Bodie Richard.
Hello, my name is Bodie Richard. I am a senior at Riverview High School, and I also take CCP classes at Zane State. My parents are Brad and Janelle Richard, and my future plans is I would like to go into a career of real estate. At the high school, I am a captain of the varsity soccer team, which I've been involved in for 4 years now. I am a 3-year student council member and a 2-year member of the National Honor Society, where I serve as vice president. In 4-H, I am the president of my 4-H club, King Country Kids, which I've been in for 12 years now. I'm a 4-year member of the Junior Fair Board and a 3-year camp counselor. I would just like to welcome you all to the fair.
And Bodie, who has impacted you the most and why?
The person who's impacted me the most is easily my father. Some of you may know him, Brad Richard. He is, some people like to use the term jack of all trades. I just get to use the term dad. There isn't a thing that he can do or he doesn't know, and every day I'm just given the option to learn something from him. I think that if I could grow up to be half the man that my dad is, I will succeed in life. So, my dad, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Bodie. Next, we have Kyle Roach. In a very spiffy green tie. I like that.
Hi, I'm Kyle Roach, and I'm the son of John and Jody Roach. I currently am a senior at Riverview High School and a half-day Career Center student studying electrical. And I do soccer at the high school and swim. I've been a member of the Magic Makers 4-H Club for 12 years and been in Boy Scouts for 9. I'm also a member of the Junior Fair Board for 3 years, and I'm currently volunteering with the Mobile Market Food Bank.
Great. And Kyle, who has impacted you the most and why?
That'd probably have to be my swim coach, Tim. He taught me that whenever you're in a bad spot, don't keep your head down, always get back up and fight harder than when you got knocked down.
Great advice. And last but not least for the Kings, we have Wade Thompson.
Hello everyone, I'm Wade Thompson. I'm the son of Denise and Tommy Thompson. I have been in a whole bunch of different organizations through my years of high school. I am the vice president of Ridgewood FFA, and I've also served as the assistant treasurer and the chaplain. I am the president of my 4-H club for the past 3 years, and I've also been the treasurer and the secretary for. After college, my main goal is to either attend the University of Findlay or the Ohio State University to either study veterinary science or law. Veterinary science, I've always been growing around pigs, thanks to my family, and they've really gotten me into FFA and making me do all this stuff. I am one of the co-founders and one of the co-executive people of the Austin Yoder Memorial Scholarship, where we hand down $2,000 scholarships to a Ridgewood kid and a Riverview kid every single year.
Great. And who would you say has impacted you the most and why?
It has to be my mother. She's always been there right beside me. Ever since I remember, whether it was late nights making gifts for the teachers whenever I was in elementary, because she thought that they needed something every single year. Or it was with the scholarship, staying up late, because last week we had our one chicken dinner fundraiser, and we had to make close to 20 dozen worth of eggs into noodles, because I don't like to get store-bought noodles or store-bought potatoes. So me and her and the rest of my family also peeled 160 pounds of potatoes in one day.
Well, your family loves you, Wade. That is for sure. Okay, so now we are going to have one more opportunity to hear from our contestants. We are going to have them draw a question from a little bucket here, and they're going to have a couple of minutes to respond to our judges here. First up again is going to be Haley Balo.
question is, would you stand up for what you believe in, even if it made you unpopular? Why or why not? For me, that's pretty easy. Absolutely, I would stand up for what I believe in. I feel like as a person, you should have your own goals and you know your worth, and you should be confident because you know you're your own person. So, of course, I would stand up for what I believe in, even if it made me unpopular. And I think that that goes a long way in 4-H and in youth, because sometimes you know you do things that people might not like, but in the end, it may give you a new opportunity, a new teaching moment, I would say, that you can grow on later in life. So absolutely, I would definitely stand up for myself.
Great, thanks, Haley. We're going to hear again from Claire Bentz.
If you had to choose one core value to live by for the rest of your life, what would it be and why? I would choose trustworthiness. You always want your friends to be trustful and never do anything behind your back. This would make you the best friend in the world, I believe.
Absolutely right. Next, we have Zoe Hardesty.
What does success mean to you and why? I feel like success means, it doesn't always mean that you don't get so much money. It doesn't have to be always money. It can be success in friendships, relationships, family, and I don't think it's always about the money. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Zoe. Next, we have Addison Lammers.
How important is financial success to you compared to happiness or fulfillment? To me, financial success isn't a huge goal of mine. My goal for my job, at least, is to make an impact in those lives who've been affected by something they have no control of changing their perspective on life and changing their mindset and helping them grow through a difficult time that they might not have expected or wanted. I want to change people's lives. I don't really care about the money part. I just want to make a greater impact in my community.
Next, we have Brady Slaughter.
My question is, what kind of legacy or impact would you like to leave behind? My legacy or impact I would like to leave behind would be, of course, with the ag community, I would like to leave behind the impact that you can do anything. And I know that's a pretty broad statement, but through 4-H, I was a town kid when I grew up, and then I moved, and then I started my turkeys. But the impact that I would like to leave on these kids that live in town is that just because you live in town does not mean that you cannot enjoy these great things that we have to share at our fair.
Very good, Brady. Thank you. Next, we have Dakota Wesney.
My question is, do you believe it's more important to be kind or to be honest? Me, as a very kind of blunt person, I think it's better to be a little bit more honest. You know, maybe, I don't know how to put this. Maybe the person isn't showing right. So you go up to them and say, you're not doing this correctly. I can show you or try to help you to the best of my ability. just you try and be an honest person, try to be a better person. Help the other people around you, you become better.
Very true. And finally, for the Queens, we have Bradley Wine.
My question is, do you believe people are naturally good or bad? Why? I think someone just becomes what they're around. It's not that it's natural, it's who you become. You become who you hang around. You can be a good person, but if you hang around bad people, you're going to pick up their habits. And the same goes the other way. You can be a bad person, but if you hang around some of the right people and the good people, you're going to switch. You're going to pick up their habits instead of your own. Just depends on who you're around. Thank you.
Moving on to the Kings, we have Nathan Adams.
Have your values ever caused conflict with friends or family, and how did you handle it? I would say that in school especially, I found myself in like a lot of different areas, I'm an ag kid, I'm an FFA, but I'm also an athlete. I run cross country and track, and I think that you value different things with the different organizations that you're with, and sometimes, especially with time, it's difficult to manage that when you're involved in a lot of different organizations. So yeah, I've had time conflicts, especially, I might have an FFA meeting and a cross-country practice as well. But you have to think about what you value more and what's going to do the most for your community when you solve those conflicts. So yes, thank you.
Thanks, Nathan. Next, we have Benjamin Dunphy.
So my question is, when you make a difficult decision, what values guide you the most? Very good question. What's going to benefit you? If it's a bad decision, why would you make it? It's got to benefit you in some certain way. That's the way I see it. And if it meets up with your personal guidelines too, and if it benefits you and benefits others around you, you should probably do it.
That's a good way to look at it. All right, next we have Leighton Massey.
My question is, who do you admire the most and what values do they represent to you? I kind of already said this, but I'll say it again. My aunt Stephanie Snyder, she has always pushed through the tough times and taught me that even when you're down, then there's still a way to get back up and try to lead other people, try to set a good example for the other people, and just be the best version of yourself that you can be. Thank you.
Great. Next we have Bodie Richard.
My question is there a value or belief that you used to hold, or is there a value or belief you used to hold that you've since changed? What changed your mind? When I was younger, this is a very shallow thought, but I always thought that success was earned in value and money, and how you could tell if someone was successful was how much money they had, or the car they were driving, or things of that sort. And as I've grown up, my values have changed in the sense that I will know that I'm successful when I have a family that I can provide for, and hopefully, God willing, a wife and kids, and a family that I can build around me. So going forward, it's not so much the money that I obtain, but the family that I can hopefully have around me.
Thanks, Bodie. Next up is Kyle Roach.
What role does loyalty play in your relationships? Can it ever be a bad thing? I don't think loyalty is ever a bad thing in any relationship. I feel like if that you like someone or a family member, you should stick by them through the bad and the good. That's all I have.
Thanks, Kyle. And now we have Wade Thompson.
Got a few options.
Oh, that's surprising.
Right? I know. I thought so too.
Oh, can I get a different one?
Maybe if you want.
My question is what does freedom mean to you on a personal level? Freedom is really, you can do whatever you want. So you don't have to be drawn by one group or ethic. You have a whole bunch of different categories that you can choose from and decide the person who you really want to be, which is why the United States is how it is, because we all have our own freedoms that we can hold, and it can shape us into being a better person and lead us into success.
Thank you, Wade. And if we could, just one more hearty round of applause for these kiddos. They've done a great job tonight. All right, well, while our judges begin to tabulate their thoughts and their scores, we are going to hear from last year's King and Queen. We have Queen Taryn Tumblin and King Conley Weber.
Well, good evening. My name is Taryn Tumblin. I am the 2024 Coshocton County Fair Queen, as you all can probably know.
I'm Conley Weber. I'm the Coshocton County Fair 2024 Fair King.
We would just like to say a few thank yous. We would really like to thank the Senior Fair Board for all of the support and organizing this whole event. We would like to thank the judges for coming out. We would also like to thank the visiting royalty for being here. They help make the fair be able to be seen by everyone. We would also like to thank all of the community members who have come out to join us, all of the parents and supporters. We would also like to thank the community members and businesses that donated all of the gifts for the contestants. Just thank you all for coming out on this lovely, warm Friday evening to be able to see this wonderful contest. This contest is such a great event, and it is sorry guys, these kids, this is kind of a moment that can help just shape what their senior year could be and has the potential to be. Because even though there's only going to be one queen or one king contestant, there's always going to be, you're going to have the whole royalty court. And they had this moment to be able to showcase their personality, their passion for our fair, and their want to be able to represent our Coshocton County Fair. So this is such a great event that I was proud to be crowned last year. And even though there might have not been as many contestants as there was this year, which thank you all for coming out to do this. This is such a great thing for you guys to way to see what you have the potential to be. And so thank you all. You guys had such wonderful answers, and it's just a really great way to show how confident you can be and what leadership you can have. Do you want to say anything, Colin?
I'd like to thank Miss Karen Moran. She pretty much, I'm pretty sure she puts most of this on. From last year, she was a great help, and yeah, she's a wonderful lady.
I've been told that we're supposed to talk for a little more longer, so I'll just talk about my fair journey this past year. Conley was able to go. He was able to go to a couple fairs, but he's been working, doing really good. That's his future. So I've been able to go to about 8 fairs this year. It's not as much as I wanted, but it's as much as I could go to. So since our fair is the second to last fair in Ohio, which I've been telling everyone, like, oh, go to our fair. It's September 26th through October 2nd. And they're like, that's a really late fair. I'm like, yeah, I know. So the last fair I was able to go to when I was crowned was the Fairfield County Fair. And it was, they always say the best for last, so I don't really see that, but Fairfield's good. And I went to Perry County Fair, and I participated in the Ohio Fair's Queen Contest. It was such a great experience, so whoever gets queen has to look forward to that. It's a great way to show, see what all the other fair queens in Ohio and be able to make new friends and new connections and new memories. And those people that you meet there, you can see throughout all the different fairs. So I've met about 10 of the people that I met there that were I was friends with. I saw them through my whole fair career. And so that's a really great way to just meet new people. I also went to Perry County Fair, Knox County, Wayne County, Jug County, Canfield County, which is the 3rd largest fair in Ohio, and it's it is the largest fair in Ohio, but it's the 3rd largest in the United States. Got that wrong. But I really enjoyed my fair journey this year and just being able to show and represent what Coshocton County is. And even though all these fairs had their own unique personalities and different cool things about them, I always compared them to Coshocton County because Coshocton to me is the best. I'm biased because I'm from here, but it's such a great fair, and it's just the way that I see it is it's not something that's oh, well, we have this event that's made it the best fair. It's the connections and family that I have here that make it a really great fair to come back to. So I'm really glad to be here, and I hope you guys all have a great fair.
I have a quick question for both of you, just while we're standing here. We've got, obviously, a new queen and a new king sitting here somewhere, and if you guys could give them one piece of advice for their upcoming reign, what would that be?
Okay, so one piece of advice that I would give the new fair queen or king is just to enjoy it, because this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You don't get to do this anywhere else, unless as Leah she was the Ohio Fair's queen last year, and so if you do end up going to, it's only available to queens, but if you do go to the Ohio Fair's Queen Contest, you could have the chance to do that again. But in all, it is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, so enjoy it while you have it. And just take this fair week, enjoy it, do everything. You'll meet lots of people. Don't worry about remembering names, because you probably won't, but you can remember faces. So, and someone will be like, hey, I met you at your fair. You'll be like, oh my gosh, I totally remember you. But it's just something really great, and yes, it'll feel like you're on going crazy 100 miles per hour, but this is my last year 4-H. You can do it again, but you can't exactly be a queen or king or royalty member. Enjoy it while it lasts, and just soak up all the experiences and connections that you'll make. Conley says I stole a piece of
Megan said, just enjoy it. You're going to meet a lot of people. She did steal what I was going to say. I shouldn't let her go first. But, yeah.
One thing that I would say, sorry, here, this is Conley's piece of advice. One thing that I would say is that anytime you go to a different fair, just ask them, hey, what is one thing about your fair that you think is like special? And like, you're like, hey, if someone was to go here, they've never been there, which is usually the case. I haven't been to too many fairs other than Coshocton, so this was a great experience. But if you go to a fair, you don't really know what's there to offer. So if you go to see a royalty member, go to their junior fair board office, see, hey, can I speak to a royalty member? And then they'll take you on a tour, all things, and you can just be like, hey, what is special about your fair? And so that's what people will ask you this whole week of your fair. Hey, what's something that you would recommend to go to? So recommend Rich's Country Barbecue, because that's something different that's not exactly offered at all other fairs. Or you could ask, say, go to the ag buildings, all that stuff. So just recommend them what you think is special about our fair. It can be totally different things from each individual, but also do the same when you go to different fairs. Ask them what they think is special about their fair. Because then it just gives you a nice little piece of information and more connection within that fair and that royalty member. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was last year's King and Queen, Taryn Tumblin and Conley Weber. Now we will have Mr. Ron Seitz. He has some closing remarks for us here.
How about one more round of applause for these 13 kids? No nerves, right? No nerves. All winners. Seriously though, thanks to those kids, their parents, all the families that come out here tonight to support them. And again, I really don't think we're going to have a loser here tonight at all. I don't consider this even a true competition, because these kids all put themselves out here in front of us, and that's great. Just some housekeeping things, because if I don't say this, Bob's going to kill me, but 6:30, right, Bob? It's auction time. Guys, 6:30. Where's it at? 6:30, it's out in front of the Rotary building in the youth building on the stage end, okay? If you want some good eats, tonight's one of those nights to get there, so make sure you get there. Again, thanks to all the sponsors, all the people who help us year-round, and something I'm going to leave these kids with. Several years ago, we were at an event, and Coach Tressel was there, and he made a statement. He said, "Show me your friends, I'll show you your future." Go through these barns, go through these buildings, go up and down these midways where these kids are all running around. I think we're in good hands. We're going to be fine. I mean, there's some big things going on in this county, and I only think we're at the beginning of it, and I hope we all get to see a lot of it. So I think it's time. I think it's time.
Ooh, is this the envelope, Miss Casey? Excitement. Okay. Well, first off, before we read this, again, we told them back behind the curtain here that we are all here because we love each and every one of them, and that, much like Ron said, we are all winners, and you guys all did a fantastic job, and you guys are all such inspiring, wonderful young people. So, first off, awesome. Okay, so congratulations to our newly elected 174th Coshocton County Fair Queen, Haley Balo. Yay, Haley! And to our king, who is Bodie Richard. Congratulations, Haley and Bodie. Place a figurative sash on you. Hold on. Here he comes. All right. Congratulations again to Haley and Bodie. And congratulations to all of our young folks. We're going to call them each up one more time. They each have a sash for being a part of the royalty here. So we'll go ahead with Claire Bentz. Congratulations, Claire. Wonderful job. We're going to be sashing you guys as we call you. Zoe Hardesty. Congratulations, Zoe. Addison Laumers. Congratulations, Addison. Congratulations to Ms. Brady Slaughter. Great job, Brady. Congrats to Dakota Wesney. And to Riley Wine, you ladies all did a fantastic job. One more round for our queens. And moving on to our kings, congratulations to Nathan Adams. Congratulations to Ben Dunphy. Good job, Ben. Congrats to Leighton Massey. Great job to Kyle Roach. And congrats to Wade Thompson. Great job, everyone. Go ahead and take some photos here, I believe. And thank you all again for being here this evening. We certainly appreciate you guys being here, supporting the fair and supporting these wonderful young people.
Thank you, Mark.